Welcome back to Gospel Basics. Today what we want to talk about in relation to ear training is we want to talk about interval shapes. And one thing about interval shapes is that interval shapes will typically be in the same place regardless of what key your particular song is in. So what we're going to do today is we're going to discuss interval shapes in relation to ear training. And basically what an interval is the distance between two notes. A lot of people will say that they have relative pitch as opposed to having perfect pitch. And what perfect pitch is you can hear A flat and immediately just identify that that's an A flat. What a person who has relative pitch is can hear a progression in a song and say, okay, they're moving from the 1 to the 4, back to the 6, to the 5, or whatever the progression may be. So we're going to begin to give you some basics that'll help you to train your ear in hearing the difference as far as relative pitch goes. So we're going to move down the neck, and we're going to start in the key of B flat, which is a 6th fret on the E string. For you 4-string bass players, it's the 6th fret of the E string. And we've learned the major scale. So we're in B flat with a major scale shape would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the octave. Everybody remember that? And going backwards. Right? Okay. Every one of those distances that we travel is a different interval. And we'll learn the names of them just for namesake, but what's most important is to remember the sound that it makes as you move from the root to that particular interval shape. And today we're going to learn the intervals above, and we'll do a second video doing the intervals below, but we want to really get the intervals above the root note hashed out and learned. So at any rate, here we go. So starting in B flat, and again, this can be transposed all over the neck. It doesn't have to be in B flat. I can move up to A, and these interval shapes still ring true. So when someone say, well, the key is in, this happens to me often in church. Well, the song will be in the key of F, say for instance, or E, and we'll move it to whatever note because this is a more comfortable way of playing, or maybe it's because the vocalists sing in this key and they can't, their voices can't really stretch to playing a high, singing a lower register or a higher register. So sometimes we have to make adjustments for the vocalist or the other musicians, and it doesn't hurt the song any because most people don't know that, oh, they played that in F instead of E flat or whatever. The song still sounds the same because we use these relative intervals, or this relative pitch to our ear sounds like the song. So, at any rate, we'll start here at B flat, and I'm just saying B flat so you'll know where to start for this exercise, and I won't mention any notes after this. But again, here we go, and our starting position, our root position. And from the root of 1 fret, hear that sound, that's a minor second. Minor second. And if we move from the root to the 2, what we know is the 2, that's the major second. And if we move 1 more fret, we have a minor third. That can also be fretted on the next string up. You can go. That's a minor third. Now, that minor third is a giveaway oftentimes to tell what a chord is being played. If they use a minor third, oops, let's fret it like that so I can get over in there. Doesn't sound good on the bass, but we'll know that's a minor chord because we're using a minor third. The third is a characteristic changer of the chord. So that was a minor third, then this is the get in your hearing, major third. The next interval is from our root to the 4, and that's called the perfect fourth. And then the next one is, can either be called the augmented fourth or diminished fifth, because you augment or you add to the fourth, or you diminish, take away from the fifth. So then the perfect fifth. And then we have the augmented fifth, so we add to the fifth, or the minor sixth. Then we go from there to the sixth. Remember that in our common chord progression lesson? Major sixth. It has a distinct sound from major sixth. And then we go one more fret, it's the minor seventh, because 7 is flatted. Then we go one more, major seventh. Perfect octave. Same note. So, just remembering those things, and now you can see how people will hear maybe a 1 6 2 5 1, which you learn in the common progressions. Right? You hear that and you notice a major sixth. Okay, I'm going to black the screen and see if you can guess this progression based upon what we've taught so far. And here's another one. So give those a try. Listen to them. Play different progressions. Get an understanding, or make up tunes in your head so that you can hear these progressions. Practice, practice, practice. And over time, you will literally begin to hear these different intervals. And you can stream them together, and you're like, wow, I can play a song by ear now. In any key. So it's very, very important to a musician, I feel, that you learn how to play by ear, learn how to read as well. But you know, there's certain situations where there's music is not available, or there's certain situations where other things might be going on. So we need to learn these things to become better musicians, I feel, so that we can be, well, not necessarily better musicians, let me take that back, so that we can become better equipped to handle different kinds of situations. So I hope that helps somebody. And we'll come back next time with ear training, and we'll learn the intervals below the root. So have a great day.